The legendary power of Tommy. Look at this Tommy. Is he good?
A hot topic on the YouTube boxing scene for the last few years, Tommy the Duke Morrison has undoubtedly caught casual sports fans' attention since he sadly passed away in 2013. However, there's been a little bit too much emphasis on Tommy's private life, and while it's obviously an interesting story, most of the features on YouTube fail to convey the only tale that Tommy himself cared about, the legacy he left in the ring.
He's got a great left hook, period, end of paragraph.
Lucas.
Welcome back to Greatest Hits here on BLTV Extra. On this series, we convert full careers of boxing's greatest prize-fighters into a short, compact video in an attempt to maintain and advance their legacy. In today's video, we'll be looking back at the dramatic and thrilling career of the former heavyweight champion, Tommy the Duke Morrison, a fighter who carried incredible punching power but was flawed enough to leave behind some competitive, memorable nights in the ring.
Once I got adjusted to it, I think things went my way.
All of the fights included today are from my own personal VHS collection, and I've taken a little extra time to upscale and improve some of the footage to try and recapture the feeling of what it was like to watch great boxing from the 90s on CRT televisions. If you enjoy the content around here, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Here now, BLTV presents Tommy Morrison's Greatest Hits.
And I'm going to the top.
Holy, this song.
After building up a record of 14-0
Yeah, last
with 12
presenter with
knockouts,
challenge, yeah.
ESPN started featuring Tommy Morrison as the main event of Tuesday Night Fights.
Morrison working over his man on the ropes here and getting the best of it. Jesse Shelby in trouble. Yes, early.
Tommy's journeyman opponent, Jesse Shelby, had been known for the odd upset during his career, yet after just a few minutes of absorbing the Duke's punishment, he softened up and lowered his guard.
As an amateur, he lost the Olympic trials. A big right hand, followed up on the left by Morrison, and Shelby don't think he's going to let it go on, no.
Shelby was going to have to talk Cappuccino into letting this go.
Not many people know that Tommy's older brother
He's just lowered his guard, dude. He got pummeled with the fucking left.
was a journeyman boxer competing during the Duke's rise.
really?
Tommy made it his mission to put a beatdown on every
Didn't
man
have a choice
that
to lower this
defeated his
guy,
brother.
dude. He was
And
fucking-
that started with Rick Ennis, who had multiple teeth punched out during a vicious
That's
assault
right, yes, I am.
in the first round.
Well, I didn't even have a chance to say it when we spoke with Rick Ennis this morning. He said, I got to stay away from that left hook. Yeah, but he was really blocked.
Who's that?
And that's probably going to be it.
It's over. That's it.
Well stopped by Mills Lane.
Forget everything else. One thing about this bout, the left hook of Tommy Morrison is getting shorter and more compact every time he boxes. And
Is that his teeth flying?
that's, to me, is more important than anything else.
There's a lot of things we need to improve on, but this is step one.
Tommy had his third fight in as many weeks when he met David Jaco on September 19th, 1989.
Took this fight on ridiculously short notice. I mean, really
So
short
tall.
notice.
Yeah, I mean, he was sitting around the pool this morning, I think.
Jaco, an experienced journeyman that held a win over Donovan Razor Ruddock, failed to test young Tommy whatsoever, lasting a mere 27 seconds before the infamous left hook came crashing home.
There's the left hand. Jaco's down and probably out. What a huge shot.
Tommy, wanting to be his own man, played down any comparisons to the current champion, Iron Mike Tyson.
Does the comparison bother you? You're managed by the same gentleman, of course.
Being managed by a man like Bill Caton certainly opens a lot of doors for you. I think it's a little premature at this stage to compare me with anybody. I mean, I'm young. I still got to get bigger, faster, and stronger. And there's a lot of things we got to improve on. So we're just looking to improve with every outing.
Fair enough.
There was a growing crowd in attendance as Morrison's role as Tommy Gunn in Rocky V had casual fans excited for the Arkansan's real-life professional career.
The young protege, and here he is in real life. And he lands a left and has the opponent protecting himself or trying to against the ropes.
His left hook at this point was recognized as one of the most fearsome punches in the sport. Yet with 5 seconds to go in the first, a clear message
That
was
was
sent
quick,
that we weren't dealing with a one-handed fighter.
Hurry at 227
Wow, that was so quick. What the fuck?
The first, a clear message was sent that we weren't dealing with. Yet, with 5 seconds to go in the first, a clear message was sent that we weren't dealing with a one-handed fighter.
There's not coming.
227 pounds. If he gets up, I'll be the most surprised person in the Coliseum. Another first-round knockout for Tommy the Duke Morrison.
Hello? This guy just died. He actually died.
I'm strong. I'm in top shape. I'm weighing 210. And I feel better. I feel real good. I'm in top shape and confident.
By his own account, in the best shape of his life, as James "Quick" Tillis was looking to get his career back on track after an exciting 10-round decision loss to Mike Tyson.
Such a cynic.
This was a huge step up for Morrison, with Tillis being much more capable than all the journeymen he'd faced so far combined. Those who branded Tommy as a gimmick or hype fighter quickly changed their tune as the 22-year-old wiped out Tillis like no man before or after.
Still trying to get himself back. And good left hand, down goes Tillis.
I guess he does have a
Jesus.
Body shot, another left hand. Tillis is in trouble. And a good combination again by Morrison. A left and a right behind it, an uppercut, and down goes Tillis. Very impressive. That's it. And that took 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
But we get the point.
Yes.
So accurate. I feel the same way. That was like
Tommy was stepping up the competition once
You really thread a needle with the other one. And the one before that, when it went down, you really thread a needle in between the arms or whatever.
more on February 19th, 1991, as he challenged the former WBC heavyweight champion, Pinkland Thomas.
Pepperoni, man.
Thomas, an aging fighter that had forced hard-earned victories from the likes of Holyfield and Bowe in recent years, decided enough was enough after just 3 minutes against Tommy, struggling to move from his stool after absorbing some brutal body shots.
They did not even have to examine him. It was Thomas waving it off. He says that's it.
Hello? Oh, apparently his videos do that, apparently. I like the commentary, man. It's the same with the stream, you know. People want to hear my take about stuff, you know. It's like that's why everybody watches on.
And everything will work out.
Oh, this beat is good. It's
Once considered a prospect of
Girl.
note, Kimuel Odom fancied his chances of crushing any future title hopes Tommy may have had.
So I'm going to go in there and knock him out. I'm going to throw the uppercut. I'm going to throw the right hand. I'm just going to bombs away. It's kind of hard
your
for a fighter
goofy
to
ass
come
up,
back
man.
from a beating like he took from Ray Mercer. So I'm just going to make it a flashback for him.
Tommy didn't take those words lightly, putting a bit of extra snap on each punch in the opening rounds.
Cheeks. And here's another big left hand that staggers Odom.
Just fast. I'm not exactly sure.
That's the way you draw it up.
Jesus.
How Odom got up from that, I'll never know. But it meant little in the grand scheme of things as he got his nose broken the next round.
Wait, they let.
There's no leverage. And that's it. This time it probably is well stopped.
Jesus.
June 27, 1992. Morrison needed some credible opponents to elevate himself back up the world ranking. None came much more game and tougher than Joe Hip, a throwback brawler expected at the very least to take Morrison into the late rounds.
Expecting much of a feeling out process here. These are two fighters that pronounce you're referring.
He just explodes when he lands, especially in the right eye, which is real dangerous.
This guy, hello?
That's all of way.
After getting thoroughly outboxed during the opening rounds, Hip broke Morrison's jaw after a sustained attack in the fourth, leveling out the contest and leading to some unforgettable action to follow.
Really, as big as he is not a power puncher, Dan. He's really kind of an arm puncher.
Oh, great uppercut by Morrison.
And the first one we've seen.
Oh, and a right to the chin puts Joe Hip down.
Ah, that's tough. Fuck the fucking chin, dude. Champ. What is it, chat? Is really when they hit like the tegmental nerve or whatever the fuck in here that goes along the line, and then they hit it, and you GG's.
Right hand, and Joe Hip better protect himself.
Yeah.
He is clearly. Oh, another left hand from Joe Hip.
Tough times. What? I'm asking.
Hip started racking up the rounds.
Oh
and Tommy
my
appeared
God,
to be
this
running
chat,
in
dude.
advance. Yet you can never count out a man that carries the firepower.
And that's how it gets cut. You can't fight with your mouth open. Oh, a good right hand by Morrison, and that hurts Joe Hip. Joe Hip is in trouble. Joe Hip is down. A right hand from Tommy Morrison staggers Joe Hip. And Tommy Morrison
Jesus.
summons the power
Bro.
today, and it saves him in the ninth round.
You know, I couldn't. Right in the second round, I broke my jaw and I hurt my right hand in the fourth round. One of the reasons I moved around and managed the jab. So we learned two things today, and that's face adversity and be able to overcome it. And also, we got some rounds that we needed to learn to keep our mouths shut. So there's a lot of learning experience come out of this fight. Looking forward to some of the next fight. I think I learned a lot from this. Joe Hip is one of the hardest punches I've ever fought. Very tough guy, very courageous, and I take my hat off to him.
He's a reasonable guy. I mean, on camera anyway, for interviews.
Once touted as the next Larry Holmes, Carl the Truth Williams was the only man standing in Morrison's way of a title shot.
Hitting on the break with the right hand, and Mills Lane says, don't do that again. And there's the left hook, and down goes Carl Williams.
Oh.
In what looked to be another early night, Tommy caught Williams with a signature left that sent him crashing to the canvas after a mere 30 seconds had passed. Williams, no stranger to overcoming adversity and power in the ring, got up and grew into the fight as the rounds went on.
Another left hook flush on the neck, a little bit behind the ear. Left hook again.
Holy recovery, though. Jesus, this guy.
I think he should be moving a little more.
Wait, hold on. Maybe one that. That's good. I enjoyed that.
On the neck, a little bit behind the ear.
Look at that. Look at the recovery. Holy.
Again by Morrison.
Like a spring.
I think he should.
Yeah, like a gyro.
Good right hand by Williams, and down goes Morrison.
It was Morrison's time to show his grit after being knocked down in the fifth, and to be honest, the short break gave him a second wind as he continued the fight, determined to get the stoppage.
Blows from Carl Williams.
Like a gyroscope.
Trying to learn.
There's that left hook.
Whatever, bro. Whatever.
Well, Williams is taking that left hook better and better. And now Carl's a little wobbly. And there's another left hook. And Morrison's got a chance to finish.
I mean, hello?
And Mills Lane has stopped the fight.
Another dramatic power punching comeback for Tommy Morrison.
This was Morrison's first fight on HBO, and what a way to present himself to a new audience. Next stop, the title shot.
Now, you are contracted to fight George Foreman if he wins the next fight. Do you want that fight? Do you think you're ready for a championship fight?
Not only yes, but hell yes.
Damn, okay.
It was the moment of truth for Tommy Morrison on June 9th, 1993, being given the opportunity to share the ring with one of the greatest heavyweights that ever lived, Big George Foreman.
Not a kind of guy that George might influence to stop a fight when he wants it.
Oh, he's big.
Going to do it
Ooh.
again. Big right hand by Morrison.
Oh, he didn't like that.
Foreman feinting, never delivered a punch. Another right land.
Jesus, he's actually getting mad somehow. Nope. He looks gonna.
At
He looks
44
annoyed
years
by
old,
it.
Foreman was an aging fighter, but showed little in the way of slowing down, fresh off victories over top contenders in Burt Cooper, Jerry Cooney, and Alex Stewart. Morrison set the tone from the opening bell, using decent lateral movement to stay out of Foreman's firing line, all the while leaping in with spiteful individual punches that wobbled the Iron Chin veteran on more than one occasion.
Right hand behind it, but Morrison punches back. To Morrison's low blow from Foreman, and a good left hook by Morrison.
Jesus. Oh, this guy's like
Morrison was no
he's a
stranger to
fossil.
gassing out late on in fights, and Big George did his best to capitalize on it. But his effort was to no avail, as Tommy put every last breath into achieving his lifelong dream, putting on a boxing clinic along the way and earning a lopsided, unanimous decision.
Hook by Tommy Morrison. Combination.
For the winner and new champion,
I'm actually impressed he didn't knock him out.
Foreman went on to
This guy
beat the
tanked
highly
so
rated
hard.
and undefeated in 35 Michael Moore in his next bout, in turn making Tommy's victory that much more commendable.
Wait, how many?
Post-Foreman, Tommy's career took a downward slope, and he lost his title to Michael Benz in a huge upset. Most of his fights from 93 to 95 have been poorly preserved, likely due to their insignificance. Yet, the Duke's last victory at world level was a memorable one, squaring off with his power-punching counterpart, Donovan Razor Reddick.
Two difficult bouts. Had a shot against Lennox Lewis. Their fight several years ago was against Lennox Lewis. I was going to remind people of the nice uppercut by Reddick. Oh, there goes Morrison!
With the amount of force these two could generate, it was only a matter of time before someone hit the canvas. Tommy quickly returned the favor just a few minutes later.
Wait, he looks older though.
On, it seemed whoever landed cleanly was gonna be the victor.
Razor Reddick and then go to the body as he does there. Really does it. Morrison should use it.
Good uppercut from Morrison. Comes back. No, he's got Reddick hurt. You hurt him with the left hook. Razor Reddick is hurt now. Good body combinations by Morrison.
No, he's at a juice.
Morrison back. That uppercut made him stun Morrison.
No, he's at a juice, man.
He will not do it.
Oh my, it's over.
A fitting punch to end, where we feel sums up his greatest hits. That left hook really was one of the standout punches in boxing history.
Heavyweight champion, Tommy the Duke.
It's genuinely upsetting that Tommy's life and career ended the way.
Hey, yo, give me a slow on that, man. Why wouldn't you slow on this shit, man? That was insane, bro.
Reddick, and it may have hurt Morrison. There's a hook by Reddick, and it may have hurt Morrison. Big left hook! Down goes Razor Reddick!
He will not do it.
Oh my, it's over.
Jeez,
Left hook really was
killed
one of the standout punches in boxing history.
Heavyweight champion, Tommy the Duke.
Clean.
It's genuinely upsetting that Tommy's life and career ended the way it did. I find myself watching back his full career every now and then, and I get as much enjoyment out of it today as I did all those years back. I'm just thankful that his choice of profession was boxing, a very enjoyable career to watch. I also respected Morrison as a person. The way he openly rejected the White Hope title spoke a lot about his personality and how he wanted his legacy to be remembered. He was a respectable opponent also, never caught up in trash talk or pre-fight antics, and that hasn't been forgotten by the men he shared the ring with. George Foreman, in particular, often sharing his fond memories of that night that they went toe-to-toe.
I'm going to get off first and beat him to the punch. We had a left hook, was really a murderous hook, and I was scared then. I'm only frightened this time.
Low blow from Foreman and a good left hook by
This guy.
Two good left hooks by Tommy.
This guy tanking hard though, Jesus.
He beat Razor Reddick, he stopped him, dropped him with a big left hook. Tommy Morrison had a nasty left hook.
There's a left hand. Jaco's down and probably out.
He hit me hard I've ever been hit in boxing.
Out of it. Just that the referee said.
If that thing, which is that left hook, if it land on anybody, you going to sleep.
Hello. Oklahoma City, I'm sorry. Hello.
Yes, Oklahoma City.
Hi.
I'm Mike Tyson.
Duke is from Oklahoma.
That's how.
Morrison in the
And the guy, he was actually whooping my ass for 3 rounds. I mean, he hit me harder than I've ever been hit before for 3 rounds.
Out of it. Just that the referee said.
I just didn't want the guy to hit me no more. He was hitting me. I was farting in the ring, farting in the ring, farting in the ring.
Guys, up until like 2 years ago, I didn't know what CTE was, okay? Me and my brother used to go to this gym, okay? And we had this this boxing coach, okay? And I'm not kidding, okay? He would speak French, and okay? And we could not understand a singular word. We would spend there like 2 hours at a time, whatever the fuck, okay? And we didn't know what the fuck he was saying at any given time. It was crazy. We didn't know what it was.
But he's too strong. He's a very good man. And all the Morrisons, I know everybody, you know, and they're just too strong, too big, eh?
But he was really rocking.
I don't have CTE.
Well, the way things are going right now, it's hard telling who's going to be the next heavyweight champion of the world. But I tell you what, I will be a heavyweight champion of the world. So boxing fans, watch out.
Bro, I don't have CTE, idiot.